Hi guys, today I'm gonna do the mixed girl tag. So the first question is, what are you mixed with? I'm half Sri Lankan and half Sudanese. So my mom is Sri Lankan and my dad is Sudanese from the north. So the second question is, what ethnicity have you been mistaken for? I've been mistaken for everything pretty much, mostly for Indian, but also half black, half white, and Brazilian, Caribbean, Ethiopian a lot of times. So yeah. The third question is your hair curly or straight? Obviously curly. So the next question is, was coming from different backgrounds challenging for you when growing up? So it wasn't really challenging, but it was only difficult as a child when you don't have anyone to identify with, because most people were not mixed from in my area, and people were often surprised by my mix and ask questions like, how did your parents meet? And that was a bit annoying sometimes, um, but otherwise it wasn't challenging. Which background do you embrace the most? I would say Sri Lankan, not because I prefer it, but I have had more experience with the culture and the traditions because I've been there more often. Um, so the next question is, have you ever been teased for being mixed? I haven't been really teased for it, but there are always mean kids around, so they're gonna say mean stuff to everyone, I think, and I was pretty proud about it, I think. So I think that reflected, and people couldn't pick on me. The next question is, have you ever been ashamed of being multiracial? I've never been ashamed of it, but as a kid I was pretty shy, so when people asked me about it, I was like not wanting to talk about it. I gave, short answers because I didn't like to be in the spotlight, but I was never ashamed of it. Does being mixed have its benefits? Yes, I think so, because you're born into two different cultures and maybe even religions, and maybe you're born in another country like me. I was born in Austria and I live here, and that's even another totally different culture. So you get different views of the world, and I think that makes you more open-minded and tolerant, and I think that's a great thing. So what makes being mixed a beautiful thing? I think it's beautiful because it just shows that we're all human, and it doesn't matter which culture you're in, which country you're in, or which religion you believe in, because I think everyone just wants to be accepted and loved, and I think being mixed is just the evidence for that. And the last question is my advice for anyone who struggles with being multiracial. So I think you shouldn't struggle with it. You should be proud of it, because that's something so special, and not everyone is mixed. So it just gives you so much perspective of the world and the way people live. And but I understand if you struggle with your identity, because if you struggle with that, you should search someone in, on YouTube, or just in your surroundings, who you can identify with, because it's normal for, especially for kids or teenagers, wanting to identify with someone. And I think that's why it's so important to promote diversity in, television and just the public. But at the same time, you should remember that being mixed doesn't define who you are. You're just an individual human being, and that's so much more than being mixed. And for me, for example, I don't feel 100% anything, not Sri Lankan, not Sudanese, not Austrian, because I'm all of it and I see all of it. And for me, it is easier to find out who I am as a person, because I think it's easier to get in touch with yourself and who you are as a person. So that was it. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and see you next time. Bye!